You may know that Nikola Tesla died penniless. But did you know that just a single document prevented him from making billions and dying as the richest man in history? This is the stunning story of the greatest fortune ever to be lost. In 1884, Nikola Tesla arrived in the United States with just 4 cents in his pocket, but it did not take long for him to land a job working for Thomas Edison. Edison offered Tesla a bonus of $50,000, over $1 million in today's money, if he could make improvements to Edison's direct current electricity. It took Tesla just 2 weeks to successfully make the improvements. When he asked Edison for the bonus, Edison insisted the bonus was a joke, replying, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Understandably insulted, Tesla quit the very same day. Tesla attempted to start his own electric company, but this first venture failed and he was forced to turn to a variety of manual labor and construction jobs to make ends meet. In 1887, just 3 years after he first worked for Edison, Tesla founded the Tesla Electric Company and patented his revolutionary alternating current motor. Alternating current was vastly superior to Edison's direct current, able to send electricity hundreds of miles away from its generating source and costing 1,000 times less than direct current. Recognizing the incredible opportunities Tesla's alternating current provided, the Westinghouse Electric Company, led by founder George Westinghouse, approached Nikola Tesla to license his technology. Westinghouse offered $60,000, 150 shares of his company's stock, and a royalty of $2.50 per horsepower generated by AC motor. He also gave Tesla a $2,000 per month salary to work for him. While the salary and lump sum immediately made Nikola Tesla a rich man, the true fortune was in the royalties. Over the next few years, the popularity of alternating current grew. More and more of America was being electrified thanks to Tesla's superior technology. As alternating current took more market share, Thomas Edison began a PR campaign against Tesla, Westinghouse, and what he claimed to be dangerous alternating current. Edison even went so far as to publicly electrocute animals with alternating current. In response to Edison's lies, Nikola Tesla embarked on his own PR tour. Tesla would safely pass 1 million volts of AC electricity through his body in front of crowds. These years of PR stunts and investment by Edison, Westinghouse, and Tesla were known as the War of Currents. Edison, backed by one of the wealthiest and most powerful people in the nation, J.P. Morgan, was able to spend seemingly endless amounts of money. Westinghouse, despite having the superior AC electricity, began to run into financial problems due to years of heavy spending during the War of the Currents. In 1907, after nearly 20 years of battling for electrical supremacy with Edison, Westinghouse could afford no more. Facing $10 million in debt and on the edge of bankruptcy, George Westinghouse approached Nikola Tesla asking him to lower or temporarily rescind his royalty. Doing so would allow the Westinghouse Electric Company and Tesla's AC electricity the financial breathing room they needed to win the War of the Currents. Shockingly, Tesla tore up his contract with Westinghouse on the spot. Westinghouse paid Tesla a $216,000 lump sum to use AC electricity in perpetuity and royalty-free. The gesture by Tesla was a thank you to his friend for believing in him and backing his AC electricity against his rival, Thomas Edison. In 1907, when Tesla tore up his contract with Westinghouse, his patents were valued at $12 million, more than $350 million in today's money. Tesla sold them for just $216,000, an incredible 98% discount on their true value. But it doesn't stop there. Over the coming decades, the United States of America, and in fact, the world over, rapidly electrified. Much of this electrification used Tesla's alternating current. By foregoing any future royalties, Tesla threw away billions of dollars in future payments for himself and his heirs. Had Tesla simply given Westinghouse a few years of reprieve from the royalty payments, he would have beaten Rockefeller to becoming the world's first billionaire, and he would have gone on to make tens of billions more in the decades ahead. When Nikola Tesla sold his patents to Westinghouse at an extreme discount, he believed that bigger inventions lay ahead for him. From improvements to his alternating current electricity to his true dream of wireless electrical transmission and even a far-out idea of creating a defensive beam of concentrated electricity he believed could end all war. Tesla believed more great inventions were still in the cards for him. None of it would come to bear fruit. AC electricity was to be his most impactful invention, taking him from a young immigrant with only 4 cents to his name, to working with Thomas Edison, to a partnership with George Westinghouse where he defeated his former boss, Edison, during the War of the Currents and made millions of dollars. Nikola Tesla's AC electricity was as monumental in shaping the world as Carnegie's steel, Rockefeller's oil, or Ford's motor car. Yet, despite the genius of Nikola Tesla, he lacked the same business understanding as these other titans of industry. Or, perhaps, Tesla simply was not interested in the business of it all, preferring instead to intensely focus on his passions of science and experimentation. Whatever the reason, Nikola Tesla gave away what would have been the largest fortune the world had ever seen.